What is it?
Raise your testosterone.
What is it? During legs? Oh, I give shape.
Yep, nah, as we were just saying, you can get weight on it before you do that.
Huh? Come on over here, kiddo.
Yes.
You need to say your name, age, occupation.
That's the age.
Yeah, go for it. The microphone's there.
Can I lie?
If you want, aye.
Right, so my age.
So look at the
My
camera.
name, my age, my occupation, and that's it.
Just so then they can verify if it's you or not.
Just be like bubbly and.
No, just go for it.
Hi, my name's Elisa. I'm 37 and I'm a gym owner.
Full of shit, you didn't have to do it at all. Here, I was at the toilet and I was thinking, so I do my best thinking. So one saying that always stayed with me, right, since I was in the army, right? We used to do a thing called rock drill. So say you were going to do a section attack or you were going to take over a compound, you had to do maybe 3-6 hours of running through the same drills, just like we did here, reps. But then there was always a saying, no plan survives first contact. So as soon as you get shot at, all plans go out the window. I promise you that's how it is. So you could be here learning for like 6-7 hours, going over the same things, and then you meet somebody who can't turn on their glutes, they can't master a press up. So then you have to think of 100 other things. So this is why we're doing this, if that makes sense. I probably should have said that at the start, but this is why we keep going over it, okay? Because you have to be in a situation where it's not life or death, obviously, but you have to be like, right, this person's going to think I'm an absolute fool if I can't change that exercise for them, regress it, so they can actually still do a full session, get their workout, what they're paying you for, okay? So it is important that you're taking your notes, but muscle memory. So whenever I say like cut away and do it, do as many reps as you can get in that 5 minutes I'm giving you, because that's where it comes down to. You can't sit and flick through your notes and be like, Keith said we have to get where's the yoga blocks? You have to have all that shit ready at all times, okay? This is probably the one thing you're going to regress the most is the squat, okay? It's one of the best movements you can do in the gym. Darren, why is it the best movement? What did you say about legs?
Raise your testosterone levels.
And what's the good thing about that? So raise your testosterone levels. But believe it or not, this is the biggest set of muscles in your body, okay? They can take some hammering. And if people are doing it for weight loss, then it's obviously going to burn more calories, they can get more workout in their legs. If they're looking to build a strong body, legs, we use them. We take them so, like we don't appreciate them as much as we should do. Especially people like, oh, I hate my legs. Well, they've done you well so far, do you know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to go through every regression that I can think of in the next 10 minutes to do with these, and then we're going to go away and we're going to go through each one of them, or we'll do one at a time. So set up a perfect squat for me. We're going to use Elisa because Lisa does have a good squat. Turn sideways so everyone can see what I see. So feet, we always say either shoulder width apart or slightly wider. What are you?
Shoulder width.
Shoulder width. Are you toes forward or toes out to the side?
Toes forward.
Oh yeah, unbelievable. So we're going to do 5 perfect squats. Go for it. Oh, you needed that. 3, 4, and 5. So Lisa went straight into a regression for me. She's doing a counterbalance squat, which means she's bringing her hands out to the front. So she's going like that. That counterbalances. Can you, by any chance, just keep your hands down by the side? Yeah. Squat for me. And then change into counterbalance. Go just change straight in. You see how your chest protrudes more with the counterbalance? Very, very good. That's a really good squat. However, if Elisa wasn't squatting good, the first thing I would ask her to do is, before we go to the ramp, is just drop into her hips. So feet just at 45, bring it right down. All that does is free up a bit, look at the depth there, frees up a bit more space in her hips, okay? Because when we done the assessments, where was the most common? Hips. Most people don't even have a hip. Found a girl yesterday who's been training with us for 3 years, and because we went over FMS, I was watching hips more so than I have been. And she drops into her right hip, and I was like, geez, you drop into your right hip. I didn't even know she had scoliosis in the bottom of her back. Unbelievable. She never told me. It wasn't on her health assessment, I swear. I checked them all. Next one I want you to do, do 3 more reps of that. To do somebody who isn't good at squatting. So the next one, first regression we will go into is ramp. We've all done this. Just jump on that ramp for me. Just set up as you normally would. An easier cue, because those ramps I would say are the perfect size, is bring your feet to the complete edges of it. So all I want you to do is give me 5 more squats. Now use your counterbalance. That's just who you are. Slow it down, slow it right down, slower on the way down. Pause, drive up. Good. That's a perfect squat. You see, being able to control it on the way down. They say if you were going and I clapped, you should be able to stop exactly where you're at. So go for it. Go again. Go again. Bring yourself back up. All the way up. It was a bad clap. You were coming up so fast, I had to do it fast. Go again. I'm not going to clap this time, but just control it the whole way down. You should be in control of that whole motion. Now do, come back up. Go back into the ones you were doing. Like fast, rapid. You'll notice a lot of CrossFitters, no offense, no offense. They do a thing where they bounce out of a squat. There's no control in that. You know where they're going to feel that? Kneecaps are going to blow clean out of them. You'll notice a lot of them wear, you know, the pads for their knees. The reason being is, look, they're at a competitive sport. It needs to be fast, and doing we'll call it a honey dip. Doing a honey dip is way, it's just way quicker, okay? But if you're training someone and you're going to train them for the right fundamentals, the right reasons, it needs to be that perfectly slow squat.
I have a girl in the gym who won't listen to me, but she's ex-CrossFitter. On his butt wink.
Just pull her out
She's
in front
making me
of her.
nervous, like she just dropped under squats.
Have you told her? Have you spoke to
told her a
her?
million
But have you
times.
said, here, you're making me nervous?
Like she has a bad sore back as well.
Do you want me to speak to her? I'm only joking. So the next one I would do is, if, say that squat wasn't working, all I want you to do, use a corner of a box, because a full box is just, it's just harder to get onto, because then you can bring your feet right over the side of it. All I want you to do now is come down. I just want you to touch your bum, come straight back up.
Yep.
That's for someone who's struggling with depth. So just down, nice tap, drive back up. Still that same pace. That's what you should do, stick that box behind her. You see her honey dip in.
Yeah.
Break her tailbone. Good. You see, whenever someone gets really strong at this is for people, we actually done, Age Wells across the road there, we done a Zoom class for them, and we were teaching them how to get up and down off the floor, but we had to start with a chair. A good way to build muscle, especially more quad dominant, you see when they're coming down, bring them all the way down as they would, make them sit back. Now this is the important part, they're going straight up, not forward and up, so it's there. Think of a rocket, straight up, so it's down, lean back, straight up. You do that for me? Tell them if you can feel any differences in your legs. Straight back, straight up. Go again. Back, straight up. Do you feel a difference in that?
Yeah.
More quad dominant?
Yeah.
Good. So now what I would want to do with somebody when they get as far as they can sit down and stand up is we're going to add a bit of weight. A goblet's not going to be there yet. So what I want you to do, take this ball and I want you to put it into, you know, at the bottom of your rib cage, put it there, and I want you to wrap your hands around it, squeeze it tight as you can, down, sit back, straight up. Do you see how hard I was squeezing that ball?
Yes.
As hard as you can. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Matches a big bag of money. I'm going to come take it off you. Bring your feet out a wee bit more. Out, this way, sorry, away from the box. Put them back where they were. There, good. Go for it now. Straight back, straight up. Sit back, up. Now, isn't that hard? Like you could put that into a workout and that would suck. That would build somebody's legs really well. Yeah, let's make it harder. So you're keeping it really safe to the point where they always have a box, they always know their depth. It's going to protect their knees more too because you're taking the pressure off, whereas they're not coming all the way down and going out of that sort of range and they're just like banging in there, okay? It's good for somebody with really bad hips. Can you put this around your, just top of your thighs for me?
Mm-hmm. Reset.
So we have, you'll notice we haven't even got to a goblet squat yet. We have not added a goblet yet, we're just building to that. Once you're there, come around here for me.
Yep. Ball.
We'll do it without the ball first just so you get it. Mm-hmm. Does everyone know how a glute band works when they're doing squats? See when you're coming down, you need to push out. So you're pushing out, you're opening your hips, so push out, sit down, stand up. Sit back, straight up, go again.
Hard to keep it.
Keep that tension on the whole time. This is also really good. Have you ever seen anyone squatting and then when they're coming down and when they're coming out, this happens?
Yeah.
So you think if you're adding more resistance, pulling their legs in, it would be worse. However, you're putting that into their mind where they need to push out. So when they come down, they're pushing out, bringing up, okay? Good. Now we're going to add the ball. Squeeze it.